Hi, my name is Bridget Walker.
Just for record, we're in Riverdale, Georgia.
That's
Is that correct? Your home here. How long have you been in this home?
Since 2004, September.
It's 2004. And wow, so you've had a mortgage now for 7-8 years?
Yes.
And who do you have a mortgage with?
Chase.
Chase. So just out of curiosity, and I always love to ask this question: when you got a mortgage, you met with a loan officer, like show with your fingers here.
Yes.
How big was the stack of paper that you actually got at the end that you had to sign all those things on?
Well, actually, I have the folder right there. It's like this thick.
Wow, that is
No, not that one, but the black one on the bottom. It's like this thick. It has the original loan documents in it.
Oh wow, that's just crazy. I'm assuming everybody should know about is your service, your military background.
Yes.
What branch were you in?
Army.
And what year did you go?
I joined straight out of high school, September of 1985. I served almost 22 years. My last tour of duty, which was Iraq, is where I got a spinal injury. After my spinal injury, I was on medical hold, where I had to have a couple of surgeries and get some treated cadaver bone and titanium plates and screws placed in C5, C6, and C7 because my spine had been damaged. And they medically retired me. They wanted to medically retire me because they said once you have hardware in your spine, you can no longer serve, because if I get injured again, that means I could possibly be permanently paralyzed, because I was slightly paralyzed on my right side, but I had to rehab.
So with all the different government designations, are you considered a disabled veteran?
Yes, I am, 90%.
And do they at least try to take care of you? Do you get some kind of benefits and?
Yes, I get a
veterans?
disability check for 90%, and I go to the VA as well for medical attention, because I also have PTSD, so I go get treated for that, as well as my physical injuries, which consists sometimes of steroid shots to the neck or in the spinal canal, which is very painful, and physical therapy.
So are you able to work?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find employment right now. That's kind of a touchy situation because of the PTSD, but I want to work. I definitely want to work.
Well, I can barely find work, so really, I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
Obviously you've approached the bank and tried to get a readjustment to your mortgage.
That's correct.
And have they given you the time of day?
No. I requested several modifications, and it's the same old spiel. You need to refax this, or you need to resend this, or you decline for lack of income, or you decline for too many expenses. And from my understanding, the modification process is to help those people who have been faced with hardships. So I have to make it clear to them, look, I'm not just this lazy person that's trying to get over. My income is literally cut below half of what I was normally making. So my bills that I had were at that high level. So when you cut my income drastically below half, I began to financially struggle.
Is it a fixed rate mortgage?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, at least you didn't get one of the variable ones. You're probably better off than even somewhere with that.
Yes.
So how long has the bank given to you until they're going to try to evict you?
January the 3rd of next year.
That's only 3-4 weeks.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. So did y'all reach out to Occupy, or did Occupy reach out to you?
I actually reached out to Occupy when I saw the story of the 103-year-old lady that they tried to evict.
Was that Occupy Gwinnett?
Yes, I believe so. Don't quote me on that. But that was part of the Occupy Atlanta movement, or one of their counties that they were in. And I pulled up the article and I researched what caught my attention was when the gentleman said that Chase telling us that they're not going to move out the home is not enough. We're going to follow through all the way to the end till the ink is dry in the paper. So that pretty much grabbed my attention. So I contacted Senator Ford, and I emailed him my story. And he contacted me within 2-3 hours of shooting out the email. I met with them the next day, and then the following day they were here.
Wow. And is there, Senator Ford, obviously, is there any kind of help or support that you're going to be able to get from that side?
So I'm getting actually a lot of response, and I've done about 2-3 radio interviews, and 2 major TV stations have been out here, Fox and CBS.
Nice.
So it's getting a lot of press coverage right now.
Wow.
And I also spoke with the radio station in New York as well.
So this is 2 interesting revelations for most people who are going to watch this, who they only hear vague things about this. What I got there is 2 very important things, which is number 1, there are actually people in government who want to help,
Yes.
which
Yes.
that's absolutely amazing. And then I think obviously the biggest misconception and the one I want to get out there is all people with a home mortgage and people who are facing eviction. It's not just a case of people who don't want to work or want a handout, or
Exactly.
because I hear a lot of that.
Because if you would have told me 3 years ago that I would be in this situation, I wouldn't have believed it. I never thought my military career would be cut short like that. I was planning on doing 30 years. But it happens. It happens, and I'm trying to deal with it the best I can. I'm suffocating, but with Occupied Atlanta, I'm starting to get a little lung in my air in my lungs. So, but everybody faces hardships, and I think people should not be judgmental on the situation, because we're all one hardship away from being in my situation. And for those who are in my situation that don't have anybody, if you don't tell nobody, they can't help you.
So everything that's going on. Do you think there's anything people should know as far as this whole situation, and if it happens to them, what to expect, and anything that you think's important?
Yes, educate yourself. I wasn't really familiar with my options. Occupy Atlanta and Senator Ford and Mr. Beasley have definitely opened my eyes to showing me what is allowed and what isn't allowed, and that I can fight this fight and win. But the key is educate yourself and know your rights. Know your rights. Because I really didn't know much about foreclosures. They were sending me information to sign. Do a deed in lieu, sign something in lieu of a deed, or do a short sale, and I was not going to do that because I want to keep my home. But don't sign anything for anybody coming by your house, which I didn't, thank God. And they also have people called cash for keys, where they'll come to your house and offer you $3,000 if you give them the keys to your house and just walk away. Then you could they can have the house and just walk away free and clear. But still, you can't trust that, because if you're not a lawyer, then you don't know what you're signing, and all this legal mumbo jumbo, you could hurt yourself. So just make sure that if you don't know what's going on, or if they send you literature, take it to somebody who can, because there are free legal aid agencies here as well that can help you decipher these codes, because that's really what a lot of these contracts are, and a lot of this paperwork is.
Wow. Same. I've been on the internet so much in the last 2 months. So all I do is read, and yet every time I come and I talk to somebody, I learn something new. I'm amazed at either how much it's out there, or just how completely ignorant I was.
No, I was like you. I didn't know, but from being with Occupy Atlanta, I'm learning so much. Because I really thought that I was nothing I could do. This is the big bank. They got their foot on my neck, and I just have to swallow the pill that they're giving me. But in being with them, they helped me realize that, hey, I can fight this. I can fight this. So that's what I'm gonna do.